Tiddles Purrfect Sunday. Sundays are for rest, relaxation, and reflection. Unless you're Tiddles, then they're for drama, destruction, and demanding breakfast at night point. Meet Tiddles. Age, irrelevant. Species, cat. Mood, unpredictable. She's soft. She's smug. She sheds in quantities that defy physics. And today, she has plans. Not your plans. Her plans. This is not just a cat video. This is a deep dive into the glittering chaos of a feline's ideal Sunday. The slippers will be attacked. The plants will not survive. And the tuna shall flow like wine. Welcome to Tiddles Purrfect Sunday. Proceed with caution. And snacks. We start with the wake-up ambush. The sun rises, birds chirp, the world gently wakes. And Tiddles? Already plotting. At 6:12, Tiddles leaps onto her sleeping human like a fluffy cannonball of hunger. Step 1 of the Purrfect Sunday: ensuring the servant is conscious and mildly terrified. She paces the pillow. She chirps. She gently knocks a glass of water off the nightstand. Art, pure art, success. The human is up. The mission Feed Me Now begins. Now starts the breakfast drama. Tiddles doesn't eat breakfast. She critiques it. Dry food? Offensive. Wet food? Acceptable if served at exactly the right temperature and orientation on the plate. The human offers chicken pate. Tiddles sniffs, looks disappointed, and walks away. 5 minutes later, she returns and devours it like it's a Michelin-starred meal. Classic emotional manipulation. She learned from the best, herself. Next up, the human breakfast and the newspaper wars. You, the human, have a dream. A dream of sipping coffee, nibbling toast, and reading the Sunday paper like a civilized creature. Tiddles has other plans. The moment you unfold the newspaper, she appears like a judgmental puff of smoke with toe beads. She plants herself directly on page 1, the crossword, and somehow the coffee mug simultaneously. You gently move her. She reappears instantly, but more insulted. She claws the sports section like it personally offended her. She attacks the photo of a duck. She launches the lifestyle pull-out across the room with one flick of a disdainful paw. By the end, the headlines read, "Local cat destroys print media, demands buttered crumpet." You give up, eat cold toast, and read the back of a cereal box. Tiddles wins. Again, meal over. Now comes the post-meal zoomies. Calories absorbed, soul recharged. It's go time. Tiddles enters turbo mode. She sprints through the house like she's being chased by next door's dog. Rug, skidded across. Couch, leapt over. Shoelace, conquered. She attacks a dust bunny, wrestles a sock, and stares at a ghost in the corner for 45 seconds. Zoomies complete. Chaos achieved. Pride restored. It's now time for strategic sunbathing. Every queen needs a throne. Tiddles is wherever the sunlight is. She flops dramatically in a sunbeam like she's fainting from Victorian distress. She stretches, rolls over, exposes the tummy, but dares you to touch it. That's a trap. Don't do it. She is solar-powered and self-satisfied. And if you try to vacuum near her, you die. Restored. Now comes the pre-second breakfast workout. Because one cannot simply lounge into a second breakfast. Oh no, one must earn it. Tiddles begins her workout routine with precision and elegance. First, light warm-ups, tail flicks, random hallway sprints. A quick claw into the side of the couch, just to keep the reflexes sharp and your furniture scarred. Then, high-intensity interval training, chasing invisible enemies through the living room, launching herself off the back of a chair like a furry gymnast with emotional baggage, doing the classic scratch post-climb flop scream combo. And finally, core work. This involves rolling onto her back, stretching like a baby seal, and licking her own armpit while making unsettling eye contact. Workout complete, muscles toned, calories burned probably like 2. Now she's ready for the second breakfast early brunch. Tiddles returns to the kitchen, Not because she's hungry, because she wants to test your loyalty. She stares at the fridge like it owes her money. She sits beside her bowl and meows just loud enough to make your guilt glands activate. You crack, you give her a treat. She accepts it like a queen knighted by snack. Balance has been restored. Temporarily. Afternoon chaos and surveillance follows. With the human trapped on the couch in a false sense of peace, Tiddles enters her next phase, judgment. She perches somewhere high, like the top of the fridge or the bathroom sink, and observes every snack, every movement, every decision. Then, chaos. She knocks over a plant, bites a phone charger, scoots a toy mouse under the fridge, never to be seen again. You scold her. She yawns. You lose. Again. Okay, evening lap time on her terms. You sit. She stares. You pat your lap. She disappears. 10 minutes later, she reappears and sits on your laptop instead. Eventually, she does settle on your chest, your face, or your internal organs. She purrs. You feel blessed. You cannot move. You will cramp and suffer, but it's worth it. Her purring is proof that the gods still love you. Next up, the nighttime routine of passive aggression. You prepare for bed. Tiddles prepares for war. She races around the house with a burst of 10 p.m. nonsense energy. She claws the furniture you swore she wouldn't touch. She ignores her 12 expensive toys to chase a twist tie. You finally crawl into bed. She sits directly on your chest, stares into your soul, and sneezes. Sleep tight. Final thoughts from Tiddles. Tiddles Purrfect Sunday was a success. She was fed, eventually, obeyed, of course, admired, obviously, and respected. How could you not? She wreaked havoc, controlled the household, rejected your affection, and then demanded it with claws. And you love every second of it. Because this is what cat ownership is. Not control, not understanding, just vibes, snacks, and surrender. Subscribe for more feline truths from Tiddles' Kingdom. Like this video if you too have been chosen by a small judgmental god with toe beans. Comment below on your cat's perfect Sunday. And remember, every Sunday is perfect when it's shared with a cat. See you next time on BadgerVids.